What's up, guys? We're back here with another First Descendant video. I apologize about not uploading for the last week or so. I've been a little under the weather, so I haven't really been playing games. And that being said, this video is going to be a little different than my normal type of videos just because I haven't been able to grind for the last week. So I figured I'd do some kind of like a video talking about what Descendants I think are a must or what kind of Descendants I would recommend having. So it is going to be a little bit of a different type of video, but I think it's going to be very useful for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. I think it might be easier just to go to Access Info and then Descendants just to be able to look at all of them. I don't have every single Descendant unlocked, but I have majority of them. We're just going to go ahead and get into it. The first one I would say you need is some type of farming, just a farming Descendant. So my personal favorite is Ultimate Bunny, which you could also use Ultimate Bunny. You could use regular Bunny. What other? Valby's not too bad, and then probably Viesa's not too bad either. Those are and Luna. Luna's probably not too bad either. But in my personal opinion, I think Ultimate Bunny or regular Bunny are the two best, in my opinion. The reason being is just legitimately, if you guys have watched my most recent Ultimate Bunny video of me showing off the build, the amount of speed, like how quickly you can kill everything without even looking at stuff, it's just automatically killing stuff, and literally all you're doing is running and doing circles. It just makes quality of life and farming, for example, for code breakers, code analyzers, just running missions, it just makes your quality of life on the game so much easier, in my opinion. Before, I was pretty much only using Ultimate Lepic or regular Lepic as my main two characters, but once I've gotten this farming character, it's just been an entire different shift to the game. It makes the game so much easier for me. So that's going to be the first person that I would think, or first type of person that you need to think of, is some type of farming for those kind of things, for like code breakers, for missions, stuff like that. The next type of Descendant I'm going to talk about is for void bosses. So yes, there's different variants of like typing for void bosses, but I do think there's a couple Descendants that are better than the rest. Damage-wise is why I'm going this route. So the two people I would ultimately recommend is either Ultimate Lepic or Ultimate Glay. I don't have Ultimate Glay, but I've seen nothing but positive videos and stuff about Ultimate Glay, about the amount of DPS she does. And obviously I do have Ultimate Lepic. He's my boss builder, or boss killer. But the amount of damage these two can do is just absolutely insane. So those are my two favorite for the best for killing bosses. I think Glay probably can do more damage for long fights, but quick fights, if you have 4 Ultimate Lepics, you can just shred bosses. But then again, I think if you have 4 Ultimate Glays, you can do the same thing. So right now, those two are my personal two favorite that I could see doing for void bosses. Regular Epic can also work as well if you build him right, because you can build him for like duration, so you have more shots and stuff. So he can work there. But Ultimate Lepic, obviously, some of the mods you get on him are just insane. I forget what I think it's like. It's Armor Mastery or something like that. Whatever one I run, it's insane. Most people that use Ultimate Lepic have the same one. If you guys want me to make a build on my Ultimate Lepic, I can. But yeah, guys, those are my two favorite, I think, for damage for ultimates. I have not seen too much of Ultimate Valby or Ultimate Viesa, but the two main people I see is Ultimate Lepic and Glay, and I don't think I've hardly ever seen anybody use Ultimate Ajax at all. So those are the two main people currently that I could see as the best damage output for bosses. So then we got boss Descendants done, we have farming Descendants done. So now, along the farming lines, I have two more very important Descendants. So the first one is going to be Enzo. If you don't know what Enzo is important for, a lot of the different characters, so let's say we want to do Ultimate Viesa. A lot of these items, so let's say organic biogel and let's say metallic foil, we need to get these from, I don't know if these exact ones, so not that one. Not this one either. Let me go to Bunny. I know Bunny has one. Pure energy residue. So as you guys can see, you can only get these from encrypted store boxes. It's those like those vaults that you have to go. For anyone that's grinding this game, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the vaults. That's why Enzo is so important. It makes getting the opening them so much easier. Like, you will never fail ultimately. But let's say you're not using Enzo. There's a lot of them that are pretty hard. I think it's called the Ultimate Code Breaker. Those are pretty much, unless you're absolutely perfect, it's impossible for you to unlock unless you have an Enzo. Enzo gives you more time, and also makes the bar bigger. So ultimately, Enzo is an absolute must, in my opinion, for the amount of stuff you need to grind, whether that be for guns or Descendants, because pretty much every single part on the map, you have to open the vaults to get some type of item. There are other farming methods for like, you might run a mission 5 times, you might get a couple on the ground, but with this method, with opening vaults like the storage boxes, you could get like anywhere from like 7 to like 13 every single time you open one, and all you gotta do to make them respawn, to like refresh, is you switch to you like teleport to a different location and teleport back, and it respawns, and you can open more vaults and just keep doing it continuously. And having him is just an absolute must. Okay, so that's another one of our farming Descendants. And then the other farming Descendant is, where is she? Sharon. Right here. Sharon. The reason why she is a must, which I'm sure most of you guys know, is when you do outposts, if you do them in stealth mode, you can get 2 rewards, like multiple rewards. So let's just pick one random outpost on the map real quick. So let's say we're going to Fortress, and we're going to farm this one here. So as you guys can see, the normal rewards, you can get the Shape Stabilizer Form, the Burst Absorption, Pattern 122, Poison Priority, Action Reactor. Obviously this stuff I'm pretty sure it changes every single week, but that's everything you can get if you just do it with any character and you just go up there and kill everything and finish it real quick. But then if you scroll to the bottom, it says additional rewards for successfully infiltrating. That means going stealth mode using Sharon. So then, if you do it in stealth mode, you have a chance of all these rewards up here, and then also you have a secondary chance to get these 2 rewards at the bottom. So ultimately, realistically, you could get a 123 and a 122 on the same run. Some of them you can even get 2 of the exact same ones. I don't know if I got one, so this says 118. Sometimes they will say 118 on both of them. I'm just trying to give you guys an example, but that's the reason why you want Sharon. You want to use her invisibility, ability, and you just you defuse the things, and after that you can start shooting stuff. But if you do it quietly, you can get multiple rewards, and ultimately it makes the grind much easier. So I think, man, there's a lot of farming to this game. So again, back to farming, kinda. So we've covered the farming for pretty much everything, Ultimate Bunny, and then we've also talked about void bossing with Lepic and Glay. We've talked about Enzo, and we've talked about Sharon. Now another pretty huge component of the game is shards. If you don't know what shards are, they're over here. I'll probably have to go to. Let me go to my consumables and go to miscellaneous. So if you don't know what shards are, which if you're looking at this video, majority of you guys probably already know what it is. But shards, you have organic, you have polymer, you have monomer. I think I said that one wrong, but nevertheless. And we have inorganic void shards. So why these are so important is you need them for opening up the different patterns. A lot of it, like if you do a void. Let me just choose a random one on the map again. Let's go up here to Fortress. So let's say you were over here and you were farming for 122 and 123 pattern. Some of the patterns you can open them up when you're doing void bosses, and then other ones you can use the void missions. So here you can see it lets you do 122 and 123. But you also have to use 39 polymer and 6 monomer shards. So that's why you need to grind for those. So I'm going to talk about where the best spots are and what Descendants are the best spots for, or the best, you know what I'm talking about. So the first one we're going to talk about is, I believe it's monomer. It's this spot right down here. We are in Fortress, which is in the top right of the map, and then you want to go down to Fallen Ark, and it's going to be the cave, the bunny cave is what people call it. So you have to use an electric character. I recommend using bunny, ultimate bunny or regular bunny. And as you guys can see, you get 17 monomere and also 6 inorganic. So this is a little tricky for me to say. So well, it's not tricky for me to say, but you only get 6 inorganic. This one it's mainly for monomere, but if you're grinding characters, like for example, I pretty much leveled up my entire ultimate bunny. So I think I prestiged her like 8 times, used my catalyst on her like 8 or 9 times, and I grinded this spot over and over and over and over. So as you guys saw in my my consumable, I had I had 7,500 monomere, and I have 2,500 inorganic. So realistically, you could probably use this one for both. To be honest, that's what I would recommend, is just going ahead and grinding this one for both of them. But in case you don't want to do that, because if you are only wanting the inorganic, there is a spot for it. So I'll go ahead and show you that as well. But in my opinion, I think if you just keep grinding that one, it's the best for leveling up weapons, guns. In my opinion, it's just such a great spot to grind. But if you are, so that was the monomere. Now I'm going to show you inorganic if you don't want to use that method as well. The only good spot is down here, in my opinion, currently. I don't know if with new updates coming out it might change, but this one down here, we're in Echo Swamp, and we're down here at the bottom. And you get 17 inorganic and 6 polymer, and you need to use a poison. Currently, the only toxic or poison descendant is Freyna. So Freyna is kind of a must for inorganic, or like I said, you could use the electric at the other place and just continuously, even though you're only getting 6. Like for example, to be completely honest, I think when you do this mission, if you do it as fast as possible, you're going to get it done in about 1:30, maybe 2 minutes. And that other mission, I can get that done if, let's say I have two or 3 bunnies with me, I can get that other one done in about 30 seconds. So I guarantee you could probably do about 3 of those runs at the same time as this, and 6 times 3 is 18. So you're almost getting the same amount of inorganic, but you're also getting a huge amount of monomere shards too, because you're getting 17 times 3 of that as well. So it's up to you, but I personally think bunny's just good on both of them. So that is, we've talked about inorganic, we've talked about monomere. So now we're going to do, I believe it's polymer. Sorry, I have to recall. Is this one polymer? Yep. So this one is the best spot. So we're in Fortress again, and we were down here. This one, the one down here was monomere, and then over here for me is polymer. And this one you need an ice character. Currently, I think the only ice character is Viessa or Ultimate Viessa, and I think she's a pretty good character, to be honest. And this is the best spot for her. To get polymer, it's such a quick run, very, very fast, especially if you have a couple of Viessas running it with you. Very, very, very quick method of getting these shards. So that's the best one for polymer, so Viessa is a must in my opinion. So then next, but I do think in this update we're getting in like 5 days or so, the season 1 update, I do think that new character might be Ice, so she might be able to be used as well, but currently Viessa is a must right now, but could change after this newest update coming out. And then lastly, we got polymer, we've got monomere, we've got inorganic. So now all we have left is organic. So the organic spot I use is, I believe, in Agna Desert. Is this it? Organic, yep. So this is the last. So we're in Agna Desert, we're in Vermilion Waste, and we're up here again. Bunny. I think Bunny is such a useful character. She is such a great character. So this is another spot for our last shard, which is the organic void shards. You get 20 per run. Usually takes me about 1:15 to 2 minutes. It depends how many people I have with me. They kind of spawn a little bit. They spawn like up here. They spawn a little right here. It's kind of an all-around circle area. But overall, I think that's the fastest place to farm for the organic. So let's do a quick summary of everything. Just to close out the video. I apologize if it's a long video, but it's a lot to cover. So we started off with our best farming characters, in my opinion, is Bunny or Ultimate Bunny, either one. And then we talked about the Void Boss character, in my opinion, is either Ultimate Lepic or Ultimate Glay. And then we talked about a couple more farming characters, which is we have Enzo for the vaults. Then we have Sharon for the double loot for the outposts. And then we talked about our all the different shards, which was inorganic, was either, you could do either method. You could either use Bunny or Ultimate Bunny, or you could use Freyna. Then we talked about monomere shards, which was electric, so you could use either Bunny, either one of the bunnies, in my opinion. Then we talked about what was it? Polymer, which one, that one is either you want to use, where's Viessa? You either want to use regular Viessa or Ultimate Viessa because it's in the ice boat. It's an ice one. And then lastly we talked about organic, which again is Bunny or Ultimate Bunny. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Kind of a long one. I am feeling somewhat better, so I should be able to get some more content out for you guys. I apologize about being out for the last week or so. But I got to get ready for this update. I'm thinking about also making a video talking about things that people need to do before the update comes out. So if you guys want to see that video, let me know. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. Kind of a long one, but I think overall it helps a lot and helps you narrow down for characters, because there's some characters I don't think you really need. Obviously, if you want to level up your master rank, you're going to need a lot more characters or level up a bunch of weapons to get you to master level. But overall, what Descendants I think of a must is what I talked about in this video. So, hope you guys did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next one. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Appreciate y'all.